Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you about the hectic week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
Hey, honey. Hey, it is your girl, Miss Leda, and I am back with yet another video. We are continuing on with our series in regards to Mr. LaTruth. And so today we are going to hear from his siblings and see what they have to say. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Tomorrow we're definitely going to get into Sierra Watkins' last video and what she had to say in regards to the statement that her cousin made about her. So y'all stay tuned because I will definitely continue to cover this story and give you the ins and outs as it becomes available. Let's get into this. Okay, let me go ahead and slap this disclaimer up just in case any of y'all try to come for me. While I'm at it.
So he said it was a skit. You know how some. So you have to understand why a person would cover it up and say why it's a skit and all this type of stuff in the heat of the moment. The main thing is this, family. When you hit somebody, once things go public, what you do is you take away a person's decision-making ability. If you guys have a horrible encounter inside the home, it could be kept under wraps. You feel me? You could kind of work through it and things like that. But once you bring family involved, once you bring the people online and the world involved, you have to leave. You have to break that situation apart now because it's just no way you can move forward. You understand? So I believe like this: when a person hits you, they should know they're taking away every option that you have to be able to stay with them and work with them because they just now hit you. So they should.
Y'all can feel like, oh, I'm his sister. I'm just saying this because I'm his sister. I'm not. I'm saying this because it's facts. And I know my brother 100%. If I felt any type of way in my heart that he 100% put his hands on her, I would sit here and tell y'all he did it because I'm real. Period. And that's just it. I gave Brianna the benefit of the doubt. Me and my sister both was on three-way yesterday with Brianna. And I said, let me speak to my niece because Deshary's still with Brianna. When Desharia got on the phone, I asked Desharia. I said, what's going on? What happened? Desharia was stuttering, couldn't even really get out what happened. Brianna's in the background telling her what to say. And this little girl didn't even want to come out and say what she was saying because she knew it wasn't true. I heard her, my sister heard her, all in the background telling this little girl what to say. So I keep getting comments where people like, well, how can y'all explain what her son them is saying it happened? She's probably telling them to say it also. If she's telling his own child to say it, what make you think that she's not telling her kids to say it? Of course she gonna take up for her. Y'all gotta understand, Brianna pays these chicks bills. They loyalty is bought. And that's like I said about the baby mama too. I don't care what nobody say. I know for a fact, I got screenshots where Brianna has said, text and told me and my sister Dawn that she paying Sierra rent. And my niece lived with my brother and Brianna, and she still paying this girl rent and bills. You think this girl gonna get on Facebook and say, oh no, he ain't never hit her? I don't believe that. No, she gonna keep going along with Brianna because she wants to keep getting her bills paid. And that's just period. Why would it take her this long to come out and say, oh, he beat me too, and he put a gun to my head? Like, come on now. I mean, some people got to be a little more smarter than that. It just don't add up. Y'all got to think about it. Like, a couple, matter of fact, the whole time Robert and Brianna been married, have y'all not seen Brianna and this girl go neck for neck? The other baby mama, she told Brianna she ought to be dead with her mama. talking about her kids and all. But now they buddy. I mean, nobody finds that strange. She said her finger was broke on the first live. The second live she went live, she didn't even have a brace on her finger. Period. And then when everybody start commenting on her post, like, what happened to her brace? The next video, oh, it's back on. Come on now. I've been doing nursing for 23 years. If your finger broke, your brace, you ain't gonna keep taking no brace off. First of all, you ain't gonna have a brace, you're gonna have a cast. So that's one mistake. And then, so if it's sprung, it can't hurt you too bad if you keep taking it off. Don't have this account, but y'all that's watching it, make sure y'all share this video. I am sick of Sierra and Brianna. Honey, Sierra is only tag teaming with Brianna because Brianna's still paying her bills. Brianna basically bought my niece from Sierra because Sierra's a lowlife. She's on here talking about how my brother used to beat her too. If he beat her, why did she send her daughter to live with him? If a man beat you and pull a gun out on you with your child, you gonna send your daughter to live with that man? Don't make no sense. Brianna, she's saying my brother beat her for 6 years. That's what she told me and my sisters. If that's the case, why did you take your time and plan a wedding renewal? When clearly my brother even told me that he did not want no wedding renewal. That he only did it for his wife because he loved her and he wanted to do whatever she wanted to do. But he didn't want no wedding renewal. So my thing is, how can you say he been beating you for 6 years, but you on here want a wedding renewal? And then yesterday, I actually spoke to Brianna on three-way with me and my sister. And my sister is the witness. I asked to speak to Desharia because I was wanting to ask her what happened, what's going on. You could hear Miss LaTruth in the background the whole entire time coaching my niece on what to say. And my niece still couldn't get it right. She still couldn't repeat it word for word what she told her to say. Even my sister said out her own mouth that when I talked to Desharia, her whole attitude and everything she said changed from when she told it to my other sister. That's because I've been the aunt in Desharia's life and she know I'm not going to play them lying games. Especially if I know my brother done been there for her whole life, took good care of her while I'm thinking about it. Then my page all of a sudden get hacked. Miss LaTruth hacked my page, went on my email and hacked it because I had her helping me with my page when I first started my LaToya's Unique Boutique. She hacked my page because the post I put up on my page, it didn't get hacked until after then. Then when I get in touch with Facebook, I have to change my whole email address because that's how it was accessed through my email. Okay, so another thing, like I said, Brianna, I had been posted on my page. I just didn't say her name because I wanted to respect my brother because that's his wife. Ever since we went to Jamaica, I knew then when it was in Jamaica that Miss LaTruth is a phony. That little soft voice and her talking, that shit ain't true. Like, Miss LaTruth is a gold digger. She only got with my brother because he had a page that had 8 million followers. This girl had nothing. She was pretending to be a model. Nobody never heard of her. Nobody seen her on the front of a magazine. My brother helped build her platform up to where she at now. Now that my brother is tired of her going through his phone, she take all the kids' phone at night. She's very insecure. Even though she's pretty, Brianna is very insecure. And it's sad that she can honestly sit up here and tell y'all all these lies and y'all run with it because the simple fact that she's a woman. Women can beat on men too. On the video I seen, her first video, she said he broke her hand. If he broke your hand, I've been doing nursing for 23 years. If he broke your hand, you would have a cast on 24/7. This girl had a brace on, a cast on her hand one day. If you look at the live she made the second time where she was showing Facebook and all of that, she did not have that brace on her hand no more. That brace was gone. That's because it's a lie. It's a fake. If your hand broke, you're not going to have a brace today and a brace not tomorrow because you feel better. Because if your hand broke, that bone is broken in half and it has to stay in place to heal. With that being said, she also got on here saying, he put a tote on me. But everybody is saying he's abusive because he threw a 1 pound tote on her head because she took his phone and his laptop. But no, everybody's failing to realize this girl admitted on her live that she kicked him, scratched him, went in her pocket, maced him before he put the tote on top of her head. And y'all honestly still sitting up talking about this boy abused her. Y'all sound stupid as she do. Come on now. Sierra is just doing this stuff to get views and to get followers. She's never had a fan page ever. Now all of a sudden she say, oh, I got beat too when I was with him. She got a fan page and Brianna got her getting followers and all. Sierra is a compulsive liar. My brother has never put his hands on Sierra Watkins ever in his life. If that's the case, if he beat her the way Sierra say he beat her, why in the world did you have a baby right after my brother left you and told me and your family that that baby was my brother's, trying to get my brother back? I even babysitted the baby. Come to find out after my brother get a paternity test, it was not his child. But you wanted to be with a man that you so-called say been beating you. I don't get it. And then if he beat you, Sierra, why did you send your daughter to live with a man that has been beating you and pulling a gun out on you? Why you got your child? Like, come on now. Some stuff is common sense. But some people on this internet just want to be so messy and they gonna agree with anything they hear. And what's sad is that this woman actually sit on live yesterday and said, I maced him, I kicked him, I scratched him, I tried to get his phone out of his pocket, I took his laptop and ran, and then he threw a 1 pound tote over my head. I don't know if y'all know what a tote is, but a tote is a big basket that you put clothes and stuff in. There's no way a tote broke your finger. Like, come on now. Then she called the police. Brianna called the police. The police came. She told the same thing she telling y'all to the police. The police looked at my brother's video and left. He was never charged. He was never taken to jail. But y'all want her acting like y'all the law judging him, saying that he beat this woman when he didn't. Y'all, I don't care if this girl got 5 million followers. She's a compulsive liar, and I say it in her face. I've been telling my brother this since I met her, since I went to Jamaica. The girl is no good. Now he sees it. And I hate that he found out this way. The girl is no good, and I mean that. The girl met my brother with a platform. Now she's trying to destroy him to build herself up and to build Sierra up. When, like I said from the beginning, the only reason why Sierra Watkins is going along with this crap that Brianna is going through, because if y'all can remember, everybody that's been following them, y'all know Brianna been talking about Sierra the whole time. They've been going back and forth the whole time. But now, since you've been paying this girl rent every month, paying her bills, and the daughter live with my brother and Brianna, but you still paying this girl rent for what? For times like this, so she'll be on her side. If a motherfucker paying my rent, I ain't gonna tell on them neither, cause I'm gonna want them to keep paying my rent, and that's exactly what Sierra is doing. And Brianna is shiesty as can be. She had me knocked off my Latoya's Unique page for the simple fact she don't want me to speak the truth. But I'm going to speak my piece regardless of the fact. I don't care what nobody say and how nobody feel about it. Yeah, I'm a woman. I would never in my life side with my brother if I know 100% that he has been beating this woman. Ever. And I have went through abuse myself with my husband. So what I look like saying, okay, my brother beat you and it's okay. No, it's not okay for no man to beat a woman. Ever. But at the same time, a woman ain't supposed to be beating no man either. And I've seen no proof, period, that my brother has beat her because she got a brace. What does that mean? I can go buy the stuff she had on her hand and wrap my own hand up, to be honest. And that's just being truthful. And anybody watching this know I'm telling the truth. The same little brown tape she had on her hand, I can go to Walmart dollar store right now and buy that same exact stuff and wrap my hand up and say, oh, my husband broke my finger. Come on now. How he break your finger when on the video you standing there texting the whole entire time calling the police? And then the next video, like I said, she posted not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, she didn't have no type of brace on her finger whatsoever. The brace was gone. She was sitting in a chair like this with her intro on off YouTube. There was no brace on her finger. I looked. I definitely looked. And even if I had any type of feeling that she was telling the truth, I wouldn't believe her after I talked to my niece Desharia yesterday on the phone. Me and my sister talked to them on three-way yesterday. And when Desharia got on the phone, I asked her what happened. Desharia was stuttering, couldn't get her words together, and then in the background, you hear Miss LaTruth telling her what to say. And my niece still couldn't get it right. She still couldn't say what this woman said. For the simple fact, I know deep down inside Desharia love her daddy. Brianna, she's a fan of Brianna's. Like all these people out here that's co-signing with Brianna, they fans. They straight fans. So they believe everything she say. I can guarantee you if half of the ladies on here say, my boyfriend beat me, everybody that hear you say it gonna run with it. Why? Because you a female. And it's sad because my brother ain't touched this woman. Anybody that live in my city, whether...
So I have been seeing this floating around my timeline, but I decided to go on Facebook and just look at it because that's where I know him from. And this right here caught me. I can't believe he said this, y'all. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow, the audacity. As if she wasn't taking care of his kids. They do have a child together. I would simply love to know how Brianna bought your niece or how Sierra sold her. I would love to know that. Please share that because I want to know that. I definitely do. I will say she did bring up a good point. She wanted to know if her brother was abusive, why would she send her child down there? I definitely thought that. Like, why would you send your baby down there if he's abusive? But she said Brianna was taking care of her child the whole entire time. So that answered that question for me in a nutshell. Basically, Brianna would be able to watch over her child. But that did lead to some other questions for me as well. Like, why is it that after he abused her and it was visible lacerations, why didn't she come and pick her child up? I don't get that. But then I also have to ask another question. If Brianna was in the background telling your niece what to say, why didn't you and your sister record that so that way you could prove your brother's case? Before I even start, let me say, thank God the only person that I have to see on Judgment Day is God. Because some of you might not agree with his decision. So thank God that the only person at the end of the day, when he says, well done, good and faithful servant, that I have to address and answer to is God and God alone. Thank you. Okay, so y'all want my thoughts and opinion. Here we go. First off, this sister is saying that Brianna bought her niece. And why didn't Brianna and Sierra come out a long time ago and say something in regards to abuse? People are embarrassed when they are abused. And so that's not something that they really want to talk about. As I mentioned before in my last video, when people are abused, they feel ashamed of themselves because they feel like they should have left the first time that it happened. And then when it keeps happening, they don't know how to get out of the situation and it becomes a norm. So now she said that, they should have been said something. Well, if these women were both deadbeats and everything else, shouldn't she have said something a long time ago on social media? Why she gotta wait now to come to her brother's aid and defense? If she was against them from the jump, if they was liars and all of this from the jump, wouldn't she have been putting that out there and saying that beforehand? But now you wait until your brother done got into some shit. And now all of a sudden you want to say that they both liars and that basically Brianna has bought her silence and has bought her bond and her friendship. Get the hell out of here. Then the young lady said that basically Sierra was a lowlife. She wasn't a lowlife when your brother was laying down with her. So why would you call her a lowlife now? She was not a lowlife when your brother was laying down with her. Why call her one now? I hate when people get into the heat of the moment and then, oh, baby mama is a hoe, she's this, she's that, or people become liars automatically. If they were a liar, then they would have been a liar from the beginning. They wouldn't have just all of a sudden, when a situation ensued, become a liar. Then the brother tries to explain why he said it was a skit. If y'all don't see, that's the biggest cover up, because Mr. Hampton has already put his foot in his mouth by saying that it was a skit. Then I don't know, maybe y'all need my glasses. So the brother is in a polyamorous relationship. And because Kevin is in a polyamorous relationship, LaTruth feels that he should be in one as well. That he should have his cake and icing too, because his brother does. Brianna, I am extremely proud of you for not falling into that trap. Baby, continue to know your worth. Continue to know that if you are not number one in a man's life, don't be number two. And if you are not enough alone, then you definitely don't need to be with him. I don't understand the polyamorous relationships. To each his own. I'm never going to down someone for their choices. If that's what floats your boat, baby, so be it. Just ain't something that floats Miss Leda's boat. I ain't sharing shit. I ain't sharing a damn thing. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely not. If it's mine and I'm married to it, I'm not sharing. If I'm claiming you and you're mine, I'm not sharing. Now, let me say this. People will cheat behind your back and you don't know that you're sharing. But if I have knowledge that I am sharing something, oh, baby, let me cut that on off. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because Leda don't share. I don't share. But these people continue to try to bring down this woman and say that she's lying, that, she used him for his views. She used him for social media. If that was the case, 6 years went by. Why didn't he not one time say that she used me for this? He said everything else. He said that they were getting a divorce. He said that she wasn't there for him during the cancer. He has said a number of things. So if that was the case, that she used him for views, then why didn't he say it way back when? Then you want to continue to talk about a wedding that you told your brother not to do. Your brother was a grown man and he decided to do a wedding rededication with his wife. A rededication is one, you starting anew. You rededicating yourself all over again to one another. You making those same vows and promises to one another. It's a reassurance that you're still on the same page. But now you said that you told him not to do it. And that Brianna wanted it. Well, apparently he wanted it too, because if not, he would have put his foot down and said no. He would have put his foot down and not even went to the wedding. He would have stayed at home if it wasn't something that he wanted to. So don't put it all on Brianna, because it takes two. It takes two. He was there in the wedding. So for you to say that it's what Brianna wanted, apparently he wanted it too, because he didn't have to participate. He did not have to participate. Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to family, I'm always back my family. I'm always back my family in public. But now behind closed doors, if they wrong, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I am not meant to sugarcoat shit. I'm not meant to allow someone to see a divide within my family. Because the moment someone sees a divide within your family, they're going to continue to try to rip that apart. So I will not allow that to ever happen. You can say whatever you want about Miss Leda. But when it comes to my family, when it comes to my child, and whoever I'm dealing with, and I know that they got my back 100%, then I got a problem with some certain things. And we going to need to have a discussion with some certain things. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to back them. But when we get behind closed doors, we're going to address some things. Because, see, I don't want people in my business. I don't need people to know what's going on. I don't need people to see any type of divide within me and mine. We going to have that united front all day, every day. I might be pinching their hand. I might be stepping on their big toe. I might be giving them the evil eye or whatever. But I'm going to do it behind closed doors. It ain't for everybody to know what goes on in a person's home. So, yeah. You want to say you sick of them talking and everything else. But your brother talking. He talking. He running his mouth. What these women are supposed to be quiet because you sick of hearing their mouth? Get the hell out of here. They can say whatever they want to say. That's their truth. You don't have to live in their truth. Only they do. And at the end of the day, only God can judge us. How long is a person supposed to turn a blind eye to things? Is that woman supposed to sit there and get loved to death? Get beat to death? Now, Brianna has came out with multiple receipts. Receipts on end, on top of end. Where's your brother's receipts? Brianna even went and did a lie detector test. Let's see if your brother go do one and pass with flying colors. See, all of us are on the outside looking in. And we can say we know a person till we blue black in the face. But we really don't know a person until we live with the person. Until we lay next to them at nighttime and know what's going on. So yes, I commend you for putting up a united front because that's your brother. The both of you. I commend y'all for that. I commend y'all for being by your brother's side. However, the truth is the truth, and what's done in the dark will always present itself to the light. I'm Miss Leda. I'm opinionated. I'm unbothered. And as always, I'm going to be unapologetically me. Until next time. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. Until next time, I am your girl, Miss Leda, wishing you nothing but blessings and peace and happiness, honey. Please continue to pray for this world and all the trials and tribulations that everyone is going through on a daily basis. If you guys don't know, Please make sure you go over there and check out my Auntie Vaughn. She just made it to 300 subscribers. Congratulations, Auntie Vaughn. Kudos. She is better known as Vaughn's Vittles. Let's eat. And then also make sure you go check out my Auntie Leda. It is MZ capital LNDA on YouTube. She is also known as the queen of reaction videos, and I love to call her the female cussing pastor because she definitely gonna cuss. That's one thing she gonna do, but she gonna keep it real with you. She gonna instill some wisdom into you, and she gonna tell you off in the name of Jesus, baby. Hallelujah! And then always make sure you go over there and check out my girl Nosy Gang. She hasn't been on lately, but if you get her to 1,000 subscribers, I might be able to convince my girl to come on back. She is about 6 away from actually getting to 1,000 subscribers. So please, please, please encourage my girl to come on back as always. Then also my Auntie Leda is almost to 300 subscribers. Can y'all go on and help her get there? Help her get there, please. Please help my auntie out. You know, she is thebomb.com. I love me some Miss Leda and some Auntie Vaughn. Y'all stay tuned for what we have in store next for you guys, because you never know. We might even do some collabs together. All right? Y'all stay blessed. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Man, let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your tired feet.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me.